Hi, this is Midnight with Midnight Zero Astrology, and this is my very first episode. Thank you for making it this far. So for my first episode, I would love to talk about the South and North Node. It is one of my favorite things in a natal chart because aside from your sun, moon, and ascendant, it can say so much about you. And maybe because I'm a Cancer moon, I like things that tell you about your childhood, because anything that can explain your I think it's first 6 years of life, which are the formative years per psychology, I think just tells so much about you. And if you're really looking for like a huge life change, what better place to look? So when I personally think of the South Node, I think of it as a culmination, a summation of just all those critical psychological formative years in your life. An energy that symbolizes like stubborn habits you might have that aren't explained by sun, moon, or ascendant. Even emotional attachment style that isn't explained by that. So if your South Node is a culmination of your formative psychological years, you can think of your North Node as what you feel pulled towards the older you get. Changes that you have in the back of your head, like, I know I need to do this, I know I need to do this. It's your higher purpose that you need to reach in life, and you can't help but be pulled towards it. The reason why it's important to integrate into our North Node instead of just straight up jumping into it is because if we just jump into this North Node energy, it's going to be like we are acting a part, almost like the fake it till you make it thing, which is good short term, but it's definitely not a good long term thing if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a deep, profound ascension and change, then I don't recommend this. What I more so recommend is integration, taking your South Node energy, mostly the good parts, but even the bad, and just transforming that. Almost think of alchemy, transforming that into something that's useful, something that is good for you. So if you're going from somewhere heavy, like if you have a Scorpio South Node like me, then you want to take those obsessive feelings that you have, obsessive darkness, and you want to use all of that obsessive energy into appreciating being present. Think of Taurus, Venus ruled Taurus, into being present and enjoying everything with your five senses. And because you came from such a dark place, your senses are going to be even more heightened than other people who have a different North or South Node combination. So that's beautiful, that you can come from a dark place and appreciate being in this light more than anyone. Whoa. I guess like the best argument I can make for not forgetting your South Node energy when you're going up to your North Node is if you think about people's life stories. Most people are a fan of comeback stories, of stories from people coming from the bottom and ascending to a higher place. If they would just tell us about the top part and not the bottom, then it's just not as profound, it's not as deep, it's not as memorable. So therefore, think of that concept when you're trying to apply the change that your North Node is going to bring from your South Node energy. You don't want to forget it. You want to use it to deepen the change that you're going to make into that North Node. Because the South Node is going to give you think of it about like senses. It's going to give you the senses that you need to make that North Node that much deeper, that much greater for you. Using my South Node in Scorpio as an example, I understand very well what it's like to be in a very dark, emotionally dark, obsessive place in life where I can't really be present in the physical world. So how I help integrate that heavy Scorpio energy into my North Node in Taurus, which is very Venus-y, I like to use nature, plants. I like to use that obsessive Scorpio energy to take notice of the physical beauty that's in front of me when I look at plants, when I care for plants. I like to look at them to remember the delicate cycle of life and to still see beauty in that and to not feel so weighed down by that. So yeah, this helps me a lot to reach that North Node in Taurus. But this is just a small step. There's so many things you can do just like this to help get you into that higher space. The greatest thing about working on your North Node, working on integrating that South Node into your North Node, is that, well, at least for me, it's great. I think it's great that the process never really ends. It's something that you just continually have to do. That might be my Sagittarius Mars talking, because I love to learn. But yeah, it never ends, and it only gets better because you get to do so many creative things to fuse these parts of you, and you really get to love and accept the ugly parts of you that you wish you could just delete. Instead, you're making them into something great, something that serves your life. So yeah, pretty awesome. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you liked my video. I hope you're inspired to look up your South and North Node combination and to see if you can learn more about yourself, and also if you can plan your ascension into your higher self. That would be so awesome to me. So yeah, let me know if you like my video. Please give me a like and follow. Also, if you want to hear about a particular North Node South Node combination really bad, let me know in the comments. I am an Aries AC, which makes me selfish, and I'm probably going to do the first video on Scorpio South Node, Taurus North Node. But if you really don't want me to do that and have other suggestions, I might be swayed. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey, one final request, listeners. Please follow my friend on YouTube, Denise from Puro Astrology. She is awesome. She is my best friend and my biggest encourager in making this YouTube video. She's been pushing me for years, and I finally did it, Denise. I hope you're happy. I hope you like it. She is a very talented astrologer and very smart and hilarious. Of course, she's a Sagittarius, guys. But anyway, yes, please follow her. Thank you. Midnight telling you bye. Bye-bye.